Oh, that's not it. Let's try that one more time. Holy crap, dude. This is such a sick blueprint. And here we are in round 55. This is the current health cap of zombies. You guys know the drill. This is the same as round 100, round 935, all that good stuff. But let's definitely check out the... Oh, dude, that is sick. All right, and welcome back, guys. The brand new DLC Mace was added into Cold War Zombies yesterday. So we're going to take it into Zombies, do our Pack-a-Punch testing style video. Going to take it all the way to round 55, see how it performs, and see how the Mace compares to the other popular melee weapons. Obviously, we like the Etool around here. The Katana is also pretty good, and so is the default knife. And we're going to see where this kind of ranks among other ones and see how many this can kill per minute. The Etool, I think, can kill 111 per minute. The base knife can kill 75. And I think this is going to fall somewhere in between that, but we're going to answer all those questions today. And on top of that, we're actually going to be testing out this cool blueprint version of it as well. I want to see what this looks like with Pack-a-Punch camos. If these green kind of exclusion zone line stays on here when you pack it, that's going to be extremely cool. This part of the video is going to be brought to you by Snap-on Impact because he actually gifted me this bundle, allowing me to do that. So that's going to be pretty cool. So not only are we going to test out the weapon, we're going to test out the blueprint a little bit too and see what the Pack-a-Punch camo looks like. This is, in my opinion, one of the coolest melee blueprints we've ever gotten. It is kind of up there with the banana knife. All right, now here we are loaded into Mauritone. This is the Mace, and it's pretty quick. I don't think it's quite as fast as the Etool, but this is definitely one of the faster melee weapons. Like I said, at the end of this video, we're going to get the exact numbers and see exactly how this compares with all the other melee weapons. But it's definitely faster than the majority of them. So this is definitely a good pick, and it looks like it's got some decent range on it too. Right here's the inspect for it. I guess it looks kind of cool, but it's definitely going to look cooler. Yeah, so there's, oh, that's actually a really long inspection. That's a pretty long one. Let's go ahead and apply the Spellcaster. Oh, that's not it. Let's try that one more time. Holy crap, dude. This is such a sick blueprint. Why can't we get something like this for the Etool? It's almost like the Inspect was made for this and not the original one, because it looks so much cooler on this. But it's straight up glowing. It's got like exclusion zone glowing lines on it. It's got like a little orb in the middle of it. Like, this is an absolutely amazing blueprint for a melee weapon, and I wish we could see stuff like this for the Etool and maybe the Katana. It's not fair. It's not fair, all right? It's not fair this brand new one gets this absolutely insane variant, but nonetheless, I'm excited we have it, and I cannot wait to Pack-a-Punch this. Can you imagine if these green lines stay on here when Pack-a-Punched? That is going to look so cool. Also, if you haven't gone ahead and unlocked this weapon for yourself, I did make a guide on it. It is annoying unless you do kind of the right method. On Mauritone, you can do some of the Easter egg steps to make it easier. If you're just playing normally, it's going to take a few hours, but if you do like the Easter egg step we showed for Mauritone, you can finish it in about 30 minutes compared to the hour or so. So I definitely recommend that for unlocking yourself. I'm gonna go ahead, open the map, get Pack-a-Punch, doing all that stuff. While I'm doing that, if you're new here, want to sub, I would greatly appreciate it. We just hit 128,000 subs, and on top of that, I gotta give a huge thanks to everybody to like, comment, and watch this video in its entirety. Those three things help me and my channel out massively. I don't know how I'm just now noticing this, but my cracked fire hands with this operator skin we have on, with like the green cracks from the mace, just look so weird next to each other. We've got like these fire cracked hands. Then we get to the mace, which is a completely like light green color. I wish we could see the hand a little bit more. Maybe when we inspect, we could just, yeah, look at that. Just the combination of these two together is freaking awesome. All right, here we go. I'm so excited to Pack-a-Punch this thing. Let's go ahead, Pack-a-Punch tier 1, and yes, you get to keep the green lines on it. That is really cool, but I think the final tier Pack-a-Punch is going to look so insanely cool on this. The green kind of blends in with the green. You can't see it too well. However, one thing I've already noticed with this weapon, we're going to have to test this weapon and its swing speed a little bit differently because it has 3 different animations, and they all kind of drastically have different speeds. The overtop clunking, or I don't know what you'd call it, the one where you swing it down, that animation is quite a bit quicker than the other 2 animations. So when it's doing that, it's going to speed it up, and when it's not doing that, it's going to slow it down. So instead of doing the side-by-side test while not killing zombies, I think what we're going to do is round up the entire horde of zombies on round 1 and kind of time how long it takes to kill the entire horde with this weapon. Then we'll do the same thing with the Etool, and then we'll do the same thing with the default knife to get our numbers for it when we test it. So it's going to be a little bit more in-depth testing than what we're used to, but just look at that. See how quick that animation is? When you're doing this animation, it's relatively quickly. However, sometimes that animation right there is a lot slower though. There's 2 other animations for it. This one is really quick and really fast, especially when killing a horde of zombies. The other 2, not so much. Oh, is that a Panzer? Yep, that's a Panzer. We should probably buy perks. Because right now we have it It is actually still red tier. I know it's grayed out. That happens when you switch variants back and forth. The fact that we kind of swapped back and forth between the base variant and this variant is what it does. But it is red tier, even though it's blacked out. One thing interesting to note, it's called the crunch time when you Pack-a-Punch. I love that name. I wish they would have called it the clonk time instead. Could you... Crunch Time's still a really cool name, though. I'm still pretty happy with that. All right, here we go. Time for the second tier of the Pack-a-Punch camo. Once again, this is another green Pack-a-Punch camo, so it kind of blends in with it. I really think the final tier Pack-a-Punch camo is what's really going to make this stand out. Obviously, it's still a one hit. I've been running Shatter Blast on it. I mean, all the melee weapons are extremely strong. All we got to do, get an entire horde of zombies, and if we just hit one zombie in here, they're all going to explode. Yep, so we've got the entire horde of zombies right here. And, all right, well, one of them lived. All right, well, a few of them lived, but you get the point. Pretty much kills every single zombie if you horde them up with Shatter Blast with any sort of weapon, and that includes melee weapons. And now we've moved all the way up to round 43. We can actually go ahead, make it orange tier. I haven't really been doing any damage number testing for this, mainly because it's a melee weapon and they're all the same. But let's definitely check out the... Oh, dude, that is sick. That is definitely the best Pack-a-Punch. That is so much better than the other two. The green and the purple just go so well together. Dude, that looks... did it just... What the... All right. We had a disciple spawn, like, inside of us. But, yeah, that right there, it looks a lot better when it... Yeah, the full purple version of it looks so much better. But, yeah, like I said, we're not doing a ton of number testing in terms of damage-wise, like, as we Pack-a-Punch it, because... I mean, it's a melee weapon. We are going to take it to 55 just to, you know, test it on 55. So that's where we'll be. And then we'll do the other testing. And here we are in round 55. This is the current health cap of zombies. You guys know the drill. This is the same as round 100, round 935, all that good stuff. Obviously, Shatter Blast is still going to insta-kill, but that's not really the point of this video. Let's check out what the mace does against specials. Yeah, taking a few hits there. But for regular zombies, the only important thing is all melee weapons are going to be a one hit unless they have armor. All the way on health cap, which is kind of important, but the real important part about melee weapons is how quick they kill. So now we're going to go into a private match, or not a private match, all zombie matches are private match. We're going to go into a D-Machina match, and we're going to kind of time the amount of time it takes to kill an entire horde using both the mace and the Etool and really see who comes out on top. All right, this is every single zombie on round 2. We have to swing it as quick as possible to make sure our results are accurate. And as long as you're hitting the quick attack... Oh, we might end up going down during this. But yeah, so this is a pretty good test. There we go. Didn't miss a single second. Hit a zombie as quick as possible every time. And now one more time, but this time let's use the E-Tool to do it. And there we go. That's all the zombies on round 2. So yeah, as you can see there, even including that sometimes you get that faster attack with the mace, it's still about 35% slower than the E-Tool, but that's not really a fair comparison. Most weapons are 40 to 50% slower than the E-Tool. So it makes sense that it absolutely gets smoked by it. But I still think there's a reason to unlock the mace. I had a lot of fun with this weapon, and most of the melee weapons we get aren't that great, and I would consider this one of the top 3 best melee weapons. Out of all the DLC melee weapons, it's definitely higher ranking, and it's a nice change of pace. It's really fun to use. I love the aesthetic of it, and it's not bad. The last few we've got have been, like, the baseball bat was really bad. Same thing with a lot of other ones. If I had to rank the melee weapons in order right now, it would go Etool, Wakizashi, Mace, Default Knife, Machete, and then at the very end, you'd have the Sledgehammer and the Baseball Bat. I don't know why, but the Sledgehammer and the Baseball Bat are pretty much useless, both in multiplayer and zombies. All the stats they have are the worst. They've got like the worst range, the worst attack speed, all that stuff. So it is nice that we're finally getting another one. It's not as good as the Wakizashi. It's not as good as the Etool, but it's close and it's way fun to use. And compared to some of the other ones we've got, I might use it from time to time just to mix things up. Definitely fun to get DM Ultra and Dark Aether for it. I can't wait to see what those camos look like, especially when we put it on that brand new cool blueprint with the glowing green kind of exclusion zone stripes. All in all, I'm pretty happy with the mace. Obviously, it's another melee weapon, so if you're not looking for something to grind camos for or something to mix things up, it really isn't meta changing at all. There's nothing it does better than the Etool, nothing that it does better than the Wakizashi. Overall, all of its stats are worse than, you know, the Etool, but that was to be expected. But yeah, so that's going to be it, guys. I'm going to leave you here with a question. Are you going to unlock the mace? And if you are unlocking the mace, what's the reason? You want to grind camos? You want to mix it up? General stuff like that. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. I want to take the last moment here to give a thanks to everyone who's became a Twitch sub, our YouTube member, and an extra special thanks to those who have taken above and beyond. We've got Chef, aka Chief, aka Classified. We've got the man whose name should be really easy to pronounce, the master. We've got my friend with the most stable PS5 ever, DX 2069. We've got the Big Mac Bandit himself, Brian Plays. We've got the man, the myth, the legend, Cryptic, and then we have the absolute boss, Hunter Redondo. All these people have taken a step above and beyond and became Unlock++ members on YouTube. Thank you so much, true homies.